The Whispering Shadows by D. E. Myles. Narrated by Audio One Bookshelf. Elena Hartfield steps off the bus in Brierwood, her breath visible in the crisp autumn air. The village, shrouded in morning fog, is both enchanting and eerie. Elena, dressed in a stylish yet practical coat and boots, pulls her suitcase behind her as she takes in the ivy-covered buildings and cobblestone streets. The village event is bustling with activity. Elena, mingling with the locals, spots Henry Whitaker. He stands out with his tall, lean frame and sophisticated attire. His eyes, though friendly, hold a certain depth. As they chat, Elena senses the villagers' wariness towards the manor, their whispers barely audible over the festivities. In the dimly lit village library, Elena and Alice Morgan sift through old letters. The librarian, Alice, is a warm woman with glasses and a gentle smile. She shares tales of her mother's time at the manor, her voice tinged with nostalgia and fear. Elena uncovers a letter hinting at a hidden treasure, and a shiver runs down her spine. Elena, armed with newfound determination, explores Willow Manor. The mansion's interior is a blend of grandeur and decay. In the basement, she stumbles upon a hidden passageway. The walls whisper secrets as she uncovers an old diary, the cover embossed with the initials of Henry's mother. The air is thick with suspense. Elena confronts Henry with the diary, their conversation tense and filled with unspoken accusations. Henry's defensive stance and Sergeant Daniel Gray's stern warning make her more resolute. Elena realizes the dangers but is determined to uncover the truth. Young Tommy Hughes, with his mischievous grin, hands Elena an old, hand-drawn map. The map, detailed with hidden chambers and secret passages, is their key to the manor's secrets. Elena, Alice, and Tommy form an unlikely alliance, ready to face whatever lies ahead. Under the cover of night, Elena, Alice, and Tommy sneak into Willow Manor. Guided by the map, they find a hidden chamber in the overgrown garden. Their excitement turns to shock as they unearth a buried chest, only to be confronted by Henry and Sergeant Gray. The tension is palpable. A dramatic standoff ensues in the garden. Henry's confession and Sergeant Gray's attempt to flee add to the chaos. Villagers, drawn by the commotion, surround the scene. The truth about the Whitaker family's tragic past finally comes to light, bringing both shock and relief to the onlookers. With the truth unveiled, Henry decides to stay in Brierwood, using the treasure to restore Willow Manor and aid the village. Elena writes her story, exposing the truth and clearing Henry's name. The village, once haunted by secrets, begins to heal and thrive. Months later, Brierwood is a vibrant community. Willow Manor stands as a symbol of new beginnings. Elena, now a respected figure in the village, continues to uncover and tell Brierwood's hidden stories, ensuring the past is never forgotten. The shadows of the manor now whisper tales of redemption and hope. As Brierwood settles into its newfound peace, Elena is approached by an elderly woman, Mrs. Peterson. She hands Elena a tattered letter, claiming it's a plea for help from her long-lost sister who disappeared decades ago. Intrigued, Elena agrees to investigate, sensing another layer of mystery hidden within the village. Elena's investigation leads her to the attic of an old house that once belonged to Mrs. Peterson's family. Dusty and filled with forgotten relics, the attic holds clues to the sisters' disappearance. Elena finds an old photograph of the sisters, along with a cryptic note hinting at a secret meeting place. Elena follows the clues to a forgotten garden on the outskirts of Brierwood. Overgrown and seemingly abandoned, the garden holds an air of melancholy. As she explores, she discovers a hidden journal beneath a crumbling stone bench. The journal reveals the sisters' secret love affair with a young man from a rival family, leading to their planned elopement. Elena shares her findings with Mrs. Peterson, who is both heartbroken and relieved to finally know the truth. Together, they visit the village archive, hoping to uncover more details about the young man and the fate of the star-crossed lovers. The archivist, a stern but knowledgeable woman, provides them with newspaper clippings and police reports from the time of the disappearance. Following the new leads, Elena discovers an unmarked grave in a secluded part of the village cemetery. A faded inscription hints at the tragic end of the young lovers. As she kneels by the grave, she finds a locket containing a picture of the couple, bringing their story to a poignant close. Moved by the lovers' tragic story, the villagers come together to honor their memory. A small memorial service is held, and the unmarked grave is given a proper headstone. Elena, having brought closure to yet another chapter of Brierwood's history, feels a deep sense of fulfillment and belonging. Elena's success in uncovering the village's past attracts the attention of a renowned historian, Dr. Robert Langley, who arrives in Brierwood to collaborate on documenting its rich history. Dr. Langley, a charismatic and insightful figure, offers Elena a partnership that promises to unearth even more of the village's hidden stories. As Elena and Dr. Langley delve deeper into Brierwood's history, they discover a hidden compartment in Willow Manor, filled with documents and artifacts that suggest the manor was once a hub for secretive meetings of influential figures. The documents hint at a larger, more complex web of secrets than anyone had imagined. The documents reveal the existence of a secret society that once operated from Willow Manor. This society, known as the Shadow Society, was involved in both benevolent and nefarious activities, influencing the village's history in profound ways. Elena and Dr. Langley realize they are on the brink of uncovering a legacy that could change everything. Elena and Dr. Langley piece together the Shadow Society's influence on Brierwood, discovering both heroic acts and dark deeds. Their research uncovers hidden alliances, betrayals, and the society's ultimate downfall. The village, once again, finds itself at the heart of a compelling narrative that intertwines its past and present. Elena and Dr. Langley uncover a reference to a hidden chamber beneath Willow Manor, rumored to be the Shadow Society's meeting place. With Henry's permission, they explore the manor's catacombs and find a concealed door. Behind it lies the chamber, filled with relics and records of the society's activities. In the hidden chamber, Elena and Dr. Langley find a letter from the society's leader, revealing a plot to control the village's wealth and influence. The leader's identity shocks them. It was Henry's uncle, the same man involved in the murder of Henry's parents. The letter also details the society's disbandment after his death, but hints at hidden treasures meant to aid the village. Elena, Dr. Langley, and Henry, along with Alice and Tommy, search the manor grounds for the hidden treasures. Guided by the society's map, they find a series of buried chests containing gold, jewels, and rare artifacts. The villagers gather, their amazement and joy palpable, as the treasure is unearthed. With the newly found wealth, Brierwood undergoes a transformation. The village restores its historic buildings, funds community projects, and supports local businesses. Willow Manor becomes a museum dedicated to the village's history and the Shadow Society's legacy, attracting visitors from near and far. Elena, now a celebrated figure in Brierwood, publishes her book on the village's history and the Shadow Society. Her work brings recognition and prosperity to Brierwood. Dr. Langley returns to academia, and Henry continues to support the village's growth. Elena decides to make Brierwood her permanent home, finding peace and purpose in documenting its ongoing stories. Months later, Brierwood thrives as a symbol of unity and resilience. Elena, walking through the village she now calls home, reflects on the journey from shadows to light. The manor, the village, and its people are forever changed, their stories intertwined. Elena knows that while some shadows whisper of the past, others guide towards a hopeful future. This concludes the story of The Whispering Shadows. Thank you for following Elena's journey through mystery and revelation in Brierwood. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.